Hey, YouTube and my followers. It's me, Rolando OG, man. And I know you're looking at the guy in the picture right here, and well, guess who that is? Well, if you guessed it, Mr. Cuba Gooding Jr. himself, Mr. Radio, aka Mr. Show Me the Money. I forget his character's name in Jerry Maguire, but everybody knows this man for most of the roles that he's done, and recently some of the lackluster movies that he's actually been in that have come on straight to DVD. I don't want to go in too much into his catalog or his library of filmography, but this is a video and commentary pertaining to what is going on with Cuba Gooding Jr. As you know, he has been brought on charges of physically putting his hands on other women, maybe some other sexual things. I don't know of all of what it entails. But this is another fellow Afro-American male, Black American male that they're putting out here, that he's the talk of the town. He's the face of the Me Too movement. Yet again, we find that that pretty much a melanated man of color is the face of the Me Too movement, which is sad. Which is sad. Which is very sad. And all I can say is that it's, I mean, this whole situation shouldn't even be, but because, and I really hate to say it, that I'm going to come from a different perspective on this. I know Harvey, aka Superboy 223, did a commentary on this, but I think it's more to this than what we know, because here's the thing. Cuba was married to a Caucasian lady. Actually, that Caucasian lady was his high school sweetheart. And Cuba, you have to understand, he probably grew up around a lot of Caucasian, upper class Caucasian folks. He was exposed to that life and to more of the Caucasian white American culture because his father was on a famous band called the Main. I think his father was a part of the band called the Main Ingredient, I want to say. And because his father was on a band like that, that band was a household name. I won't talk about their hit songs. And then his father unfortunately passed away less than, I think, 2 or 3 years ago due to some circumstances. I believe it was natural causes, but it could have been something else. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. I'm not going to really look it up because I really want to continue this commentary. So as of now, it's been 30 women that have accused Cuba Gooding Jr. of sexual misconduct. I find that very hard to believe. I find it very wholeheartedly to believe that, but as I'm not going to feed into too much gossip on this, but I don't try to look at Vlad too much because Vlad he does a lot of pandering, or so-called pandering, to the Afro-American Black commercialized community of celebrities and the pseudo-Black culture that we know. He tries to pander, he tries to ask questions, he tries to be very, 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 very messy with certain Black celebrities. So I'm going to say right now, right here, that there was an interview with Michael Jai White. Everybody knows Michael Jai White, black martial arts actor Michael Jai White, who played Spawn back in 1997. The first comic book film of its kind back then through Image Comics that did that character. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. There was an interview with Vlad and Michael Jai White. Michael Jai White was spilling the beans on how Cuba is very flirty. Cuba Gooding Jr. is the life of the party. He one time pulled his pants down and said, he called himself Mr. Butt Naked. He literally said this. This is what was said by Michael Jai White when Michael Jai White was attending Cuba's, little get-togethers, little celebrity get-togethers, because, a lot of these celebrities hang out with each other in Hollywood. They run in packs. They run in circles at times. And so this is what Michael Jai White said. So if this is the case, and if this is what's been going on, that Cuba's brought this on itself. Cuba's brought this on itself because he has to understand that everybody in general, it doesn't matter what race the person is. I'm not going to put Caucasian, various other races. When you put yourself in the American westernized society, don't get too comfortable when you are a melanated man of color. Recognize that you are still a target. You are still watched by many people. You have to keep on a straight and narrow goody two shoes, or try to at least be a goody two shoes type brother. You can't come off doing freaky things and not be suspected of something. Because from what is told from Michael Jai White in this interview is that Cuba was doing a lot of messy, freaky, sexual things. Okay? He likes to also get drunk. There is video footage of him trying to pick up a big BAW black chick at a club. Literally picking her up. And this man is damn near 52 years old. Picking up a heavy-set woman. He is a little bit up there in age. He should not be doing that. He will break his back trying to pick up a heifer like that. Okay? He's doing a lot of crazy stuff. And I thought that, Mr. Gooding Jr. was the family man, the model father. I thought all this until this came up. So, Cuba right now, to me, in my opinion, and from where I'm seeing it, he's brought this on himself. No, I'm not going to go and feel sorry for every fellow famous black American or Afro-American male, so-called fellow skin color of melanated male that winds up in the news yet again. So and the woman that at first accused him, he was with his girlfriend. But now there's 30 more, there's 10 to 20 some odd women, which makes 30. So this tells you something. Either he had encounters with some of these women at some of his parties. They're accusing him of being exposed, or maybe exposing himself, which he did, which he exposed himself, saying he calls himself butt naked. Cuba Gooding Jr. loves to party. He loves to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time, party all the time, in the words of Eddie Murphy. Okay? So, there are no more words for this. He's putting, and if you are a Afro male celebrity, you should know there's so many strikes against you. Already how they view you, society in general, including the fellow entertainment industry, they're going to let you hang out to dry. They don't give a damn about your Oscar win, Cuba Gooding Jr. They can give a care less. They still look at your damn skin and say, if you do something foul, this is what these silly men of color do. They're degenerates. They're deviants. This is how they see us. I'm not saying all, because like I said, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But I'm just going to let it be known that Cuba Gooding Jr. is in some trouble. I hope he gets out of this. I hope he seeks great legal counsel. I hope after this he has learned his lesson. If he gets off, I hope he will learn his lesson. Not to trust groupies, not to trust people in general, hanger-ons, anybody. Because everybody is out, and where is his hanger-ons? Where are his fellow followers, colleagues, friends? Where are his fellow celebrity friends? He shouldn't have did what he did. He should never did what he did or exposed that, because he exposed that when he did that to Sarah Paulson. I think, hiked up Sarah Paulson's dress at one of these celebrity gala events, did something inappropriate like that, knowing Sarah Paulson is lesbian, she's in a relationship with this triple OG. I don't want to get into that, but literally, he did something to expose that certain men of color should not do. Even a Caucasian male doesn't do that. You know how they are. But Cuba thought, he was getting a pass because he was being funny, and he probably knew Sarah Paulson rolls that way. And this is all during the press junket when they were doing the People versus OJ movie, which was horrible. It was a bad interpretation. I hear they're trying to do another OJ movie that the guy's going to talk and look like OJ. It's going to be pretty interesting, from what I heard. That's in the works. They haven't stopped with the OJ stories yet. I did a commentary about OJ. If you take a look at that video. I explained why him and Nicole Simpson should have never been hooked up. That was an SYSBM interracial relationship that should never happen. Okay? Because we got to look at also when SYSBM relationships go wrong. We can't always try to make it always positive. Yeah, it's positive. Don't get it twisted. But there are some pitfalls to the interracial dating and the interracial mating and dating situation, especially still dealing with American women. I just wouldn't do it here no more. But I digress. But the fact of the matter is, Cuba is in trouble. This is why we as men of color should not really trust anything out here these days, especially with fellow women, fellow female human being counterparts, because a lot of these women are going to give you up that quick. They don't give a care about your life. They all they care about is what they can get out of you. In general, doesn't matter what race or color. If it's a Western woman, she's going to be on that page. This is why you have to vet these women. You really sincerely have to vet these chicks. You have to make sure that a lot of these women are coming from non-single parent homes. First of all and foremost, try to find a woman who's coming from a father who has a father in her life. A lot of you guys promote this marrying young ladies. I'm not into that. Now, if y'all into that, be my guest. I'm not. Okay? I want a grown-ass woman. Okay? They got her own stuff, but that's my preference. It is what it is. But this has nothing to do with the dating scene on the SYSBM tip. What it is that we have to understand, Cuba Gooding Jr. could be one of us. We can be successful in it. And this is why do you think Michael B. Jordan's probably keeping his nose clean? I bet you Michael B. Jordan right now is looking at this. He's saying, man, I better keep my damn nose clean. I don't want to be the next. I don't want to be next. But they are gunning for celebrity Afro males. They are gunning for the celebrity Afro-American black male. They really are gunning for these guys. These guys that look like us, who are famous, are the new face of the Me Too movement. This is not looking good for Afro-American men in general. So when we put ourselves in these positions, we have to ask ourselves, is it worth it? Guys, stop going up to every chick trying to get numbers. You don't even know if that chick is going to rat you out or talk to the police saying, oh, you were harassing her. I can't believe that a lot of these silly black dudes are out here still trying to holler, still trying to spit, do all that game stuff. You're going to wind up speaking to the wrong chick, and then there Johnny Law going, woo, 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 roll up on you. Well, so-and-so, this woman says that you were kind of harassing her, you were bothering her. It don't matter how you look. It don't matter what you working with. It don't matter. It don't matter, dude. She don't want to see you like that. She wants drama. She wants to give you drama. She wants to give you chaos. She wants to make your life a miserable hell, this Western woman. That's why when I'm out here, I don't say anything to them. I let them talk to me. Usually it'd be older women or a baby boomer in Generation X age, they're a little more cool. Time to time, you talk real brief to them. Oh, the sky is blue today. Oh, the sky is this. The sun is out. Oh, oh, that's good. Oh, this pandemic is something else. You got to learn that when you're an Afro male, I'm not saying be scared, but be careful how you project yourself. But you don't need this lesson from me. I'm talking to you younger cats out here. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. This is not a game these days in this so-called pandemic era that we're living in. Women can ruin your life, especially Western women. Since we're dealing with it right now, and we're all still here in the Western world, we haven't moved abroad. We're dealing with the Western female and the Western female mentality. Now, unless you know this chick, oh yeah, cool. If it's cool like that, talk to her. If you feeling this chick that you've known for years or months or last year before last, and she's throwing it at you to say, hey, get at me. Okay, still be careful. Don't fall for it. You gotta be very selective. Gotta be very, very, very. I choose not to holler. I choose not to go out here and put myself out there. It's not worth it. I might wind up with something I don't want and can't even get rid of. Come to find out, this chick is a head case. She's a damn basket case. She's a damn lush. She's hooked on crack. She's hooked on some severe, like methamphetamine, or some kind of she's on some serious drugs. And I can't get rid of her. Come on, man. You guys got to think. This ain't the 1970s and this ain't the 1980s. So we got to take a look at Cuba Gooding Jr.'s thing in a serious thing, because this could be us. We could be accused. Even when you get into this industry, try to live a discreet life. If you want to be in the entertainment industry, cool, pursue it. But recognize what's going on with these other Afro male men of color celebrities. Take notes. Say, hey man, I ain't gonna let that be me. I'm gonna do a little something a little more different. I'm gonna lay low. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this differently. It might be hard. I know it's hard. There's a lot of pleasantries, a lot of things you get, a lot of perks you get being a celebrity on a level like Cuba Gooding Jr. But let this be a lesson to you guys. Cuba Gooding Jr., I think partially this is caused by what he's done. If you take a look at Michael Jai White's video with Vlad, he said Cuba is the life of the party. He calls himself butt naked. He strips down and shows his hair and shows all his manly goods to the ladies. That's a red flag. Those women can use that against you. Oh yeah, I remember when one time Cuba just dropped his drawers and he showed me his area. Yeah, I was so disgusted. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, brothers, let's continue to see if Cuba can get out of this. Hope he learns his lesson. That's all I have to say is SYSBM. Let's get it. I'm out.